Welcome to Ooh Aah Crochet. This is a Coke puzzle that Daisy and I put together today just to make sure all the pieces were there. Grab your coffee or grab your beer. It's a long one. Hi guys. So hopefully you can see me okay. I think you should be able to. The washer is going. There's kids upstairs taking a bath. Who knows what'll happen? You know, kids, life, that kind of a thing. So, I've been gone for 2 days. I tried so hard to do Vlogmas, get the videos loaded every day, and just, you know, go, and I just plain ran out of get up and go. I mean, it's not like I haven't been working, because I have been. It was just what part of my life was going to drop, and that happened to be the one thing that dropped. I can't remember. Oh, Thursday night I did an auction, so I was already on live. I was already doing stuff with other people, with Cha-Cha, the Junking Data Girl, and the Rehomer, which is Miranda. So I was already on YouTube. I just wasn't on my channel, which hopefully once I get my new computer and I can get the StreamYard set up where I can invite more people, then I'll be able to invite my crafty friends on too, and eventually someday have like a craft sale online and be able to do it like we do our auction sites. It's just something that I'm hoping that will come true, and I'm talking with my hands. But anyway, that's what I'm hoping for in the future. I think by February, when we get our tax return, I'll be able to do that, barring any other, you know, disasters between now and then. So Friday, I really wanted to go to the bin store. Friday is a $7 day. That's when all the new stock is put out, and I knew I would have Daisy and Connor. And my anxiety just went through the roof. I should have went with my gut and stayed home and not put myself through that. I think there are points in our lives where we just think that we have to do everything, that we have to try to be that strong person and do things that we wouldn't normally do. And I was trying. I really wanted to try, but you know, when you're going to a store, even if it wasn't the times, it would have been hard for me to go into a store with that many people. But with basically a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, the 3-year-old, which is, you know, wild. Even when I hold his hands, I mean, you can only hold a toddler's hand for so long, and then they get squirmy and they want to run. So I stood in line for a little bit with them, and they were fine. They were talking to people. But then I realized that I wasn't at the front of the line, because I hadn't made, like, enough comments to be at the front of the line. So I decided to go get them something to eat, and then we went and did that. And I came back, and I thought about it again, and people were going in, and they were coming straight back out. So I knew at that point that there was too many people in the store. It would have been too much of a chaos. And so we left, and we went to Dollar Tree. And then in Dollar Tree, and don't get me wrong, you guys, it's more of a me thing than it is a them. So you know how they say, it was me, not you, kind of a thing. My kids are generally good kids, and it's not like they're mean, or they're throwing tantrums, or they're just... It's my anxiety from being home and not leaving the house and not getting them socialized, and yeah, it's just me. And then on top of that, it's money, and trying to figure out, okay, what are we gonna spend, and how much can we spend, and trying to get them not to want every toy in the store. And so again, anxiety, but I was trying to get it done so I could have the rest of my day to do stuff. But by the end of the Dollar Tree, shopping event, I was done. I was done. I was in tears, and I'm sure it's hormonal or something to that effect. Or maybe it's just that I'm tired, and I've been essentially locked in the house for almost a year now. It's been almost a year, short 2 months, so pretty close to a year with these kids, and we haven't done much. Donnie and I had a date night back on my birthday, and that was it. Like, literally it. My mom will watch the kids for a doctor's appointment or an emergency, and that's all there's been for relief. So I had a mini meltdown yesterday, and ended up taking last night to myself, and yeah. So as far as mental health and just working on what you're feeling and how you're feeling, and knowing what triggers you, and how you can fix it. There's lots of things that I need to fix, and a lot of them can't be fixed right away. It's just something that it takes time, and it takes effort, and a lot more mommy patience than I currently have right now. But that being said, I did have a fairly good night. I got to see some friends, which I definitely needed. And then I came home and went to bed, woke up, and got moving right away this morning. I went and I mailed 2 packages that were sitting on eBay that I needed, like, absolutely, like, needed to get out. And so I got that out. And then I took some of the books that I had that were sitting around in a box and just taking up room. I'm like, I'm not going to get... I'm not on Amazon yet. I haven't signed up to sell on Amazon. I'm not sure that I'm the type of person that would have a lot of items to go on Amazon normally. I think those are people that, like, buy in wholesale in general. Like, I mean, you can sell books on Amazon, and that's a good market for you to sell books, because on eBay they don't go worth anything. They're like pennies on the dollar on eBay. But I haven't had the time to sign up for it, and you know, adding to my plate, there wasn't enough time to do that. So that being said, I took them to our last stop CD shop here, and they do books and records and DVDs, and you can pretty much bring anything in there. So I took some books in there, got some money for that, and then I took the little bit of silver that I had that was marked sterling or marked 925 or marked something where the guy could see it, and I did test it. However, even if you're testing it, it might not still be what you think it is. And I know another friend of mine had the same issue, but I know the pieces that I took in, they weren't, you know, they were chains and maybe a pendant or two, nothing that was gonna, like, resell to you guys or resell on eBay that I could have made more money, worth my time and my effort to do all that other work. So I just took the cash for what he gave me and called it good, and I used that to go get some more groceries because we were out of milk, and we were out of bread, because, you know, it was Friday. Mommy had a meltdown on Friday, so I had to go Saturday. It's okay. It's okay. Moms are allowed to have meltdowns. Parents in general are allowed to have meltdowns. And I think the best advice that I could give a new mom is that if your baby is crying and you can't get them to stop by any normal means, bottle, diaper, holding, burping, bouncing, walking around, cuddling, swaddling, and they're still crying, it's okay to put them down in a safe place, such as a crib or a pack and play, and walk away and take a few minutes to yourself. That was probably one of the best lessons that I ever got taught as a mom, that it's okay to walk away. As long as they're in a safe environment, you know, you can take that time out to yourself. So I will, I have a friend that's actually due like any day now, and I want make sure that she knows that too, and I have told her that before, but you know how new moms are, they're getting all this information, like, do this, do that, do this, do that, make sure you have this, make sure you do that, you don't really need this, but you should buy that. You know how us old-time moms are, we have to share like all the information just at once and get it out there. But anyway, even as adults, even as older adults with older children, you can still take the time out for yourself and have a mommy day. And I did. So I'm back, and like I said, I got some shipping out today. Oh my god, I got so much shipping and invoicing to do. I'm so sorry. I'm so behind. And I got a half a leg done on the octopus, and is where it's at. But I know that Jess and Jason will understand, and I will keep them updated as far as when that's getting out. But yeah, I'm hoping it'll still be done before Christmas. It just might not be mailed by Christmas. We'll see. We'll see how the weekend goes. I don't know. But I think that's enough rambling, right? Because I'm pretty good at rambling. Like, let me tell you, I'm really good at squirreling and creating messes. I have a mess in here that is beyond belief right now. But I just wanted to show you some stitch markers, because we should make this kind of crafty, right? I'm doing... Don't dangle. There we go. I'm just doing some stitch markers for our friend Billy, and she just wants simple ones, no numbers or letters. So I had some elephants left over. I have some charms, and so I just try to make them pretty but simple, you know what I mean? Like, nothing too extravagant. So there's just some purple and pink beads with a seahorse. This one's cute. It's a charm. I mean, I didn't test it for silver, so Billy, if you get one that's silver, there you go. But I don't think so. I think it's probably pewter. And it's really trying to focus on me. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing. I was on an auction, and I was making these while I was on auction. By the time I was done on auction, my hand was just... So I got a good chunk done. I need to get those done and out to her. So if you guys get Billy's bags, you may or may not see a stitch marker from me on there. Yay! I'm so thankful when you guys, when you purchase from other, you know, artists and people like us, crafters. If you purchase from smaller, I don't want to say a small business, but I guess we are a small business. But we're basically people working for our craft and trying to share the love of our craft with others. And yeah, I have so many ideas for crocheting items, and I just there's just not enough time. But I'm hopeful that with the summer, I'll be able to regulate the kids' time better. I'll be able to maybe... I don't think I'll be as I'm hoping I won't be as stressed. But I should still be able to get things done even with all four of them home, because they do play pretty well together. I mean, there's fights because there's fights, you know, they're kids, but I think I'll still be able to get crocheting done or reselling done or any of that kind of stuff, Because once you get an item in your house, as long as you can take pictures of it, and you have access to either a phone, a tablet, or a computer, I mean, that's pretty much it. Then you just list it. So just like you do with Etsy and you sell your stitch markers or your project bags, eBay or Mercari is the same thing. You're just basically putting things up for sale. So I think I'll still be able to do that. And trust me when I say I have plenty of inventory in the house. Not that I don't want to go get more, because that's part of the hunt. It's just like getting... So as far as crafters versus resellers, the joy of getting new yarn, or the joy of getting a new stitch marker or a project bag or a new crochet hook is the same joy as finding something that you paid 50 cents for, but you're going to sell it for 40, or you're going to sell it for 100, or I did just give you a short update on what I've sold this week, and of course it always happens on Thursday, and then it takes like 3 days to process all that money through eBay. But anyway, Monday I should have a nice check coming. But I sold Mickey, the dancing around hot diggity dog Mickey. That sold to another Amber. Hi Amber, my Amber. And then what else? I sold one of the GNC packs for the vitamins. I sold... So here is, what are we in here? If you guys are still watching this at 16 minutes in, here's an update on the situation I was telling you about with Cole, my business opportunity. So let's be adults and let's talk about this. So as a reseller, you're going to sell anything that sells within reason, right? And so I make adult items, crochet items, and it's not, it doesn't, I don't think it looks badly on me, because if somebody wants it, then I'll make it, and that's pretty much my philosophy. Now, it does probably offend some people, but that is their issue and not mine. So when Cole and I had a discussion about reselling, and in the bins, I mean, he buys wholesale, right? So he buys truckloads and truckloads and pallets of stuff, and he doesn't necessarily control what comes in on those pallets. So him and I have a discussion that I'm going to sell any of the adult items that come in, and we will split the profits, and I'll sell those on eBay. So if you are tracking my eBay or Mercari, you may or may not see adult items pop up there. So I'm just giving you a fair warning right now. But for those of you that know me or think it's funny that I crochet adult pot handle covers, or even all the other adult items that I've made in the past years, this is not out of my realm. It's just something that is an extension that is absolutely hilarious that it happened to fall into my lap, I think. So for those of you that are offended by that, you know, just keep scrolling. If you do happen to check out my eBay store, and if you're in the market for them, that's absolutely wonderful. I mean, they sell, obviously, because there's millions of them out there, but I won't go into description on this video. I'm not going to show you on live YouTube the items that I have. So if you guys are interested and you want a private showing, I could certainly do that. I know that T with Auctions for You, she does some adult items also on her eBay, and she's done some private showings. And the items they sell, I mean, as long as they're appropriate and they're not red flagged, or you know what I mean. I don't have a problem selling it. So, yeah. Anyway, so if you stayed tuned this long into the video, congratulations, you now know what I'm selling on the other side of things. And while I was cracking up the day I was telling you about my deal with Cole and what I'll be selling. So, you know, as you get older, you just things just come into your life, and you you go with it, right? You go with it. But I was just going to say that 2 of those items that I had have already sold. So there you go. That was 2 out of the 5 sales that I've had this week. And yeah. So, all right. I've said so, and all kinds of other things multiple times. I will let you guys go. I do love you. Again, I apologize for being gone for 2 days. I know it's Vlogmas. So, there is my rant and my chat and my oversharing for the day. I hope your Saturday is wonderful. And, again, for those of you that are working as a frontline worker, regardless of what your job is, I love you. I appreciate you. I understand what you're going through as far as the stress and the being overwhelmed and overworked and underappreciated because, yeah. And if you are I don't know about you guys, but I gave my mailman a $10 Amazon gift card because they're working extra hard this year. And everybody is dogging them, but they're working as hard as they've ever worked, and they've been working for months, you guys. Even when this first started, they didn't stop. They kept working. So, you add the holidays on top of this and then things shutting down again. It's not their fault. It's not. And it's just it's a backlog of everything. So, it'll get sorted out eventually. Anyway, again, I thank you. I love you, and we will talk to you guys soon. Bye!